Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me on another video. Appreciate you popping in today to catch a video from At Home with Quita. My name is Marquita, of course, and on my channel I do lots of planning videos, productivity, also menu planning, home life, and it's kind of like a all-in-one type of channel where I just show my life at home. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying that so far. If you're new here, hopefully you will consider subscribing and also liking this video. So normally I do menu planning videos on Wednesday, but of course I did my faith planning video because I know that menu planning was a little bit more involved, especially particularly for this week, and I was a little bit exhausted, so I decided to post my faith planning, which was a little easier and quicker to film. And so I am back with another menu planning video. So today I'm going to be doing some meal prep for dinner tonight, which is Wednesday. So I'm filming a day before I'm actually going live with this video. And then I'm also going to do my menu planning for next week. I'm going to be out of town all weekend, and normally I do my menu planning on Sunday, but I'll be traveling back to Atlanta from California. So I thought I would do it today, and that would save me some time and energy. And so that's what we're doing today. So you get to see my meal prep for tonight. So you're going to see what I'm cooking tonight, which is something super yummy. I've never tried the recipe before, and I have not written out the recipe just yet, so I'm not going to do that on this video, but I am going to do my menu planning for next week, so you'll get to see how I'm going to plan for that. So hopefully you'll stick around, and so if you want to see my menu planning, what I'm cooking tonight for dinner, then make sure you stick around. All right, so this is my recipe keeper. So I just pulled this out because I'm going to need some of the pages out of here when I get ready to do my menu planning for next week. But I thought first I would show you what I'm making for dinner tonight. I'll go ahead and prep that, and that way I have it ready, and when I actually get ready to throw it on the stove, it'll be ready to go. So I am making blackened salmon with avocado salsa, which I've never made before, but my family loves avocado. So I thought I would go ahead and show you how I'm going to prep that, and then I'm going to store it in the refrigerator, and then when I'm ready to cook it, I'll just go ahead and pull it out. And so I have the recipe here because remember I just told you guys that I did not write in the recipe on the recipe card like I normally do. So I have it here on my phone, and so what I'm going to have to do is just go by the phone and go ahead and get this thing prepped, and that will save me some time for tonight, so that way I don't have to prep it. It'll already be ready to go. So I'm going to need olive oil, which I have right here. And then I'm also going to need, of course, the salmon. I need Cajun seasoning, which I have right here. And I use Weber because I love this stuff. I've never tried this Cajun seasoning before, but I love this brand. So I decided to try their Cajun seasoning. Then I also need avocado, which I have right here. I need a red onion. Got the red onion right there. I need cilantro, which I do not have, but I'm gonna go to the grocery store on my way from picking Addison up from school, and I'm gonna pick up the cilantro. I also need lemon and lime juice. So I have the lemon and lime juice here in a container, and so I'm just gonna pour it in the bowl. That way I'll have it here. And I am trying something new. This is normally where I film my planner videos, but I decided to try to do the cooking. Well, I'm not gonna do the cooking here, but I'm just prepping, but I decided to just film everything all here. And so I'm going to get a couple more of these right here. This is a film backdrop. It's small, it's vinyl, and that way I'll have one for planning and one for recipe meal prepping. That way if anything spills on it or anything like that, just have one designated for each purpose, and then I'll just keep one on top of here, and I'll pull it off, and I'll have the planning one underneath and the menu planning one on top, or vice versa. I'm still playing with the idea, so we'll see how this video goes, and we'll see if I'm gonna go back to my kitchen or if I'm gonna plan here. I think the lighting is so much better here, and then also I don't have to lug all of my film equipment in the kitchen. When I do my cooking videos, which you guys will see on my channel as well, and you have seen in the past, I do film in my kitchen, but I thought this would be a good location, so we'll see how it goes. So we've got all of that there, and then I'm also going to need a cucumber. And of course, I will put all of this in the description box below. The exact recipe will be up on my blog, and so I'll put a link in the description box. That way, if you want to try this out, you can. And I'll let you know how it tastes because you're not going to get to see me cook it. You're just seeing me prep everything. And so yeah, so I'll let you guys know how it tastes, or maybe I'll do an Instagram stories of when I'm cooking it so you guys can see that as well. So you're also going to need a jalapeno, but I'm going to omit that for this recipe, I think. But if I decide to include it, then I'll go to the store later and I'll get a jalapeno along when I get the cilantro. Then you're also going to need some green onions, which I've got there. And then of course I've got the salmon as well. So I love individually bagged things. So I've got a whole bag of this individually bagged salmon. And to me, it just works out really, really well that way. And then that way I could store the rest in the freezer. So just for me, helpful to have individually wrapped things. So that's what I've got there. So this is everything that you're going to need aside from the cilantro and aside from the jalapeno if you decide to add that. So let's go ahead and just start prepping everything. And so I've got my chopping board right here. And so what I'm going to do first is just go ahead and start chopping all of the veggies up. I do have a bowl here nearby as well. And so I'm first going to go ahead and make the avocado salsa, because that is why we need all of these veggies here. So I'm going to make that first. So I have a bowl here as well, which I'll put everything in after I chop it up. So let's just go ahead and chop it all up. I love avocado. It's like my fave. I wasn't really an avocado fan in the past, but I absolutely love avocado now. And I also got a mason jar here, so that way I could put the salsa in it and I can put it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it this evening. So hopefully you guys enjoy this style of video. I know I get a lot of you guys asking me for more menu planning videos, more cooking videos, and so I love to cook. So I decided that I'm really going to try to be consistent with uploading the menu planning, recipe planning, and cooking videos on my channel. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And normally when I cook, I try to keep it simple for the most part. I don't do anything too crazy in terms of recipes. I do like trying new things, but typically I keep it simple because I want it to be quick. I don't feel like being in the kitchen all day trying to cook something. So I try to keep it simple. So what are some of you guys' favorite things to cook? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you if you guys have any good recipes. We like everything pretty much. My family absolutely loves vegetables. So if there's a recipe that has vegetables in it, we are all about it. I know it sounds weird because normally kids don't like vegetables, but my kids are weird. They love vegetables. And I think that's because of their dad. Like my husband, he absolutely can just eat raw vegetables. Like when I'm cooking, he just comes over and gets some onions and pops them, or gets, you know, mushrooms. He's a little bit weird when it comes to that, but he loves vegetables. So I think because of that, it's in my kids' DNA, just because their dad loves vegetables so much, which is great, right? I mean, I can't complain about that because I don't really have to force them to eat vegetables. And they prefer that sometimes over some of the things that I like to eat. So it all works out, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the cucumber next. Make sure that I keep my workstation clean. So this is gonna be a true test as well. You know, if it gets really, really messy, then I may not wanna do this again. And I'm just gonna dice up the cucumbers. I think I'm gonna like it here though, because you guys can't see, well, you've seen my setup on Instagram, but I have a chair. I can sit down and relax and just talk to you guys, and I don't feel like I'm rushing. So I think this is gonna work out pretty well as far as location goes. And filming these videos here. I love cucumbers. They're just so refreshing. So I'm just gonna finish chopping up these cucumbers here. And then I've gotta do the green onion. All right, so let's do the green onion next. And I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them off first because they are coming fresh out of this bag and I don't want to chop them and then rinse them. I'm just going to rinse them first and then I will chop them. I don't know why I always just cut the ends off like that and discard those. Now it is a salsa, so you don't want to have too many chunks of vegetables. I know I probably could have cut those cucumbers down a little bit smaller. So you don't want them to be like super chunky pieces. Is there anyone else that loves to cook like I do? Like, I absolutely love to cook. So it helps when you like to cook because you get to save a lot more money. It doesn't feel like a burden. You just enjoy it. My mom used to cook all the time. And so I think that kind of passed along to me, and hopefully it'll pass along to Miss Addison. And so she's always in the kitchen asking me to help, and I love it. All right, so lastly, we've got to do the avocado. And I'm hoping this thing is ripe, y'all, because I might have to forego. I don't think this one is ripe. So let me grab another avocado. I'm pretty sure I have one in my refrigerator that is more ripe than that. So just remember that it should be a ripe avocado. Yep, that is definitely ripe. All right, so I have got everything chopped up. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and mix it all together after I just do a little cleaning. All right, doesn't that look super yummy? So I'm gonna go ahead and add the lime juice and the lemon juice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just mix everything together. And I cook Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then the weekend, Sunday, we have leftovers from whatever you can find, or we eat out. And so this meal is gonna last me 2 nights. So I'm cooking tonight, which is Wednesday, and then this will also last for Thursday. Now I'm not gonna season it just yet with the salt and pepper because I'm gonna wait until I actually really get ready to make it. And then I'll just put a little seasoning on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this inside of the mason jar, and I'll probably need 2 of these mason jars. And then we're gonna go ahead and start on the salmon. Perfect, I'm gonna set this to the side. And then go ahead and put the lid on my mason jar. And it's gonna keep everything nice and fresh. And so that way when I get ready to make it, this will be ready to go. Now I am gonna go ahead and start on the salmon, which is gonna be super easy because all I have to do is really season it. And then I have a bag here that I'm gonna put it in so that way I can just store it in the refrigerator. So I've got a little sandwich bag there. Again, I've got my oil and my seasoning there. And so I am gonna go ahead and jar the rest of the salsa up, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start working on the salmon here. All right, I've got that same bowl here. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and open up the salmon, and then I am going to put it in the bowl and season it up really well. We are definitely a salmon family. We absolutely love salmon. We love fish in general, but salmon is awesome. All right, so I have my salmon all opened up and in the bowl here. And so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and season it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. I love this container. Last time I did a video, you guys asked me where I got this from. Got it from Amazon. So I will put a link below in the description box just in case you're interested in where I got this from. So I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil, and then again, I'm gonna use my New Orleans Cajun seasoning to season it up, and then I'm gonna store it away, and then we are going to be ready for dinner tonight. Just gonna pour a little bit in, and then I'm gonna just massage it into the meat and then kind of flip it over and get the other side there. All right, I think that is seasoned really well. And of course, later on while I'm cooking, if I need to season it a little bit more, I can. So now I've got my bag here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right inside the bag. And then I'm going to be putting this in the refrigerator. When I get ready to start dinner, I'll be ready to go. Super easy recipe, right? All right, ready to go. So I've got my salsa here ready to go, and then I've got my salmon here as well. So I'm gonna pop both of these in the refrigerator, and that way when I get ready to prep for dinner tonight or get ready to put dinner on for tonight, I'm ready to go. So that is super easy, and of course, you know, whenever you do prep, it's always gonna make your day easier. So I try to prep whenever I can. Sometimes I'll prep a couple of days ahead of time, but tonight in this case, I went ahead and just prepped earlier in the day. So I'm super excited to put this on and try this recipe. So again, I will let you guys know on my Instagram how it tastes, how I like it. I think it's going to be good though, because I love salmon and I love the blackened seasoning. Again, I have never tried that brand, but I love blackened anything. So I think it's going to be just perfect. So I'll let you guys know how it turns out. And I may even do an Instagram stories with me filming how I'm cooking this and how easy it is to cook it as well. So I'm excited about that. So that is done. So now I can go ahead and move forward with planning the week for next week's dinner. And that should just make my life easier, because again, since I'll be traveling, you know, I won't be able to do it on Sunday, or I might be too exhausted to do it when I get back Sunday. So let's go ahead and start that planning process now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn to the menu planning section of my planner, and I'm gonna stock it up with a couple of these just in case I have a new recipe that I want to try. But it first starts with my half sheet. You guys know that I normally create a half sheet just like this, where I write in the menu. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a half sheet from the Happy Planner half sheet. They have a menu planning half sheet, so I'm gonna pull one of those, and that is where I'm gonna write out the menu for the week. So let me turn to this week, because that is where it's gonna go. All right, so let's see which one I want to use. I think I'm probably gonna go with this one, the teal blue one. That's perfect. All right, so that's gonna go right in here. And then I'm gonna scope out my recipe planner and see if there's anything in here that I want to cook that I already have planned for, which means I don't have to create a whole new recipe card. So I think I do want to make these crispy baked pork chops. Super yummy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. And let's see what's on the other side. That's really a lunch recipe. So I'm gonna pull this and put it in this section, so that way I have it when I'm ready to make it. It's already ready to go. And I can go ahead and create my grocery list as well. So I'm just gonna pop this in. And I'm doing another quick glance just to see if there's anything else that I want to make. I have tons of recipes in this. I did do a flip through, so I do have a video on my channel if you guys are interested in seeing a flip through. And so let me see, let's look in healthy fare. That's where I keep my keto recipes. I'm thinking I want to just do something in here. Okay, how about this? We'll do the crock pot pico. I love this. This is one of our favorite recipes. So I'll do that as well. And then that just means I just have one more recipe that I need to find from Pinterest. So I'll try something new. I like to switch it up. All right, so we've got 2 here. So I just need one more recipe. Ooh, I've never made this cordon bleu. Maybe I'll make this as well. I planned for it, but I never made it. I was gonna look on Pinterest and find one more recipe, something new. But in this case, I think I'm good to go with these 3 here. Yep, that should be perfect. All right, and then this was my grocery list for last week, and I didn't want to throw it away because I don't want to waste the other side. So I'm going to write my grocery list. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I am going to pull the half sheet I just put in here and put the recipe on that. Yep, because it has a place for a recipe on the back. So let me pull that out of here. I'm not sure why I put it in there, because I knew, but I am going to hold on to that. But I knew I needed that, so I should have left it out. All right, so let's go ahead and write in everything that we need to buy. Since I've already planned for it, I don't have to do that part because it's already decorated and ready to go. So I need ground beef, but normally I use ground turkey for this recipe. So let's do ground turkey. I need an onion, but I think I have that in the refrigerator. I need a bell pepper. And I have garlic in the refrigerator. I'm gonna need cilantro, a tomato. I'm gonna need some olives. I'm gonna need tomato sauce. I have cumin, I have garlic powder, probably have bay leaves as well. So that's it for that. And then I'll probably pair that with rice, and I already have that. So the chicken cordon bleu. Of course, I'm gonna need chicken, but I might have some in the freezer. So I'm gonna check that before I go to the grocery store, before I order my groceries. I already have flour, I already have butter, I have olive oil, I have chicken broth, I have lemon juice. I may need Dijon mustard. I need deli ham. I need Swiss cheese. I think I probably have parsley. Yeah, and that is it for that recipe. See how I try to keep it simple, and of course we're trying to do $75 a week. Last time I went to the grocery store, I think I spent about $109, so I try to keep it, worst case scenario, under $100, but it didn't work for that week. I had some other things I had to get as well, but I try to do $75 or less. I'm really, you know, keeping that in mind. That way I one day will achieve it. It just hasn't yet happened consistently just yet. So, but I know I'm working my way towards that. So, but I'm pretty sure that this one is going to be under $75 because look at where I'm at already for 3 recipes. Well, 2 recipes. This is the 3rd, but look at how many ingredients. I don't need that many ingredients for this one. So the crispy baked pork chops, I'm going to need breadcrumbs, and I may have that in my refrigerator. So I'll check. And then I'm going to need pork loin chops. And I need Dijon mustard for the last recipe, and I need it for this recipe as well, so that works out perfectly. I already have olive oil, and then I'm going to pair this with broccoli and probably rice as well. And then what am I going to pair this with? I'm going to pair that with asparagus, just like I see there. And let's see about this one. This one I said rice. And probably a salad. Yep, so that is it. You see how small that grocery list is? I love it when it's like that. And so of course I'm going to have to add some more things to the grocery list based on just like household needs and things like that. So as you can see, I've got the recipe here, and then you know what, I do need to write it on here. So I guess Monday we'll do the crock pot pico. And I might not do it crock pot though. I typically don't do it crock pot. I just do it over the stove. I don't know, maybe I'll see if I'll do it. Yeah, we'll play it by ear, but I have options there. But it's a pretty easy recipe to cook. It's quick, and so I don't necessarily have to do crock pot, but that would save me on some time as well because I can just throw it in the morning and then come back and it'll be ready in the evening. So let me write in crock pot. And I'm just gonna write pico. And then remember, Tuesdays I do leftovers. Y'all, I'm really trying to work on my hand lettering. Sometimes I don't feel like it's as consistent as I want it to be. Like, I don't like my R's and my S's for some reason, but I'll get it eventually. I'll get it. But right now I feel like it's still a struggle. I do like it to look cute. Okay, and then Wednesday we'll do the chicken cordon bleu. And then Thursday will be leftovers again. See my R's and my S's, how funky they are? So weird. Okay, then Friday we're gonna do the crispy baked pork chops. And then Saturday is leftovers. And then Sunday is either out or free for all. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that's it. So I'm done for next week. That's awesome. So all I have to do now is go ahead and order the groceries online. And you guys know I use Kroger ClickList or Walmart grocery service. Walmart is free. Kroger ClickList is $5. And so I think for this week, I'm probably going to do Walmart because I think I have to pick up some other things outside of just groceries. So Walmart is super easy, and I have the app on my phone, so all I do is just go to my app. All right, so then all I'm gonna do is just start adding things in here. I don't think I need green onions. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just start searching for the things that I need based on what I wrote in and check out. If I can spell the stuff right, ground turkey. And you've got several options. You just pick the best option for you. And I normally do the butterball. Yep, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add everything in, and then I'll go ahead and check out, and that is pretty much it, guys. It's super easy, and then I'll schedule a time to pick up on Monday, or probably maybe, I was gonna say Sunday, but no, I'll probably be too tired unless my husband goes and gets it. I love having them on Sunday. That works out even better for me because that way I don't have to go out on Monday and pick up any groceries. I already have it. So maybe I'll do it for Sunday, and I'll see if I'll go pick it up. Sometimes he picks it up for me, which is really sweet of him, on the way from work. So that's it, guys. That's how I menu plan. And so I've got dinner ready for tonight, and then I've also got my entire menu plan done for next week. I don't have to do any recipe cards because I've already got them here. And so that's the beauty of the Happy Planner Recipe Keeper, is that you can stock it up with all of your family's favorite recipes. As you guys know, I love cooking. My family loves pretty much most everything that I cook because I try to just get their input and see what types of things they like. And then, you know, of course, I already know mostly everything what they like by now, so it really is helpful to get them involved as well. And of course, Miss Addison loves to cook, so she's always in the kitchen with me, helping me, and hopefully she will develop the love for cooking that I have as well. So guys, that's it for this video. So I'm really enjoying doing my menu planning Wednesdays typically. Of course, it's Thursday this week. And I think it worked out really well for me to do all my prep work here. So I'll probably keep that going, and then any cooking videos will be done in the kitchen. So I will let you guys know how that recipe turned out for tonight, if my family liked it, how we enjoyed it. And that is about it, guys. So thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel. Hopefully, if you are new here, you will consider subscribing and also giving me a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the recipe. Have you tried this before? Do you like menu planning? Do you enjoy these menu planning videos? I would love to hear from you. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and I hope to catch you guys on the next video, in which case I'll see you then.